Hey guys, this is the Game Digest's quick in-depth Digimon Survive Guide on how to get Agumon's champion evolutions to either Tuskmon, Tyrannomon, or Greymon. We all know that Digimon Survive is a visual novel game in which the game's progression relies heavily, arguably solely, on the player's decisions. Unlike any other Digimon game, a unique mechanic in Digimon Survive is that the player's choices can affect their Digimon's evolution. Digimon Survive has a unique system in utilizing the decision-making aspect of the game, and this is called Karma. Now, what is Karma? Karma dictates the flow and structure of the game's narrative and gives you points to determine your Digivolution options. There are three types of Karma, namely Morale, Harmony, and Wrathfulness. You can consider these as the traits which convey the moral implications of your choices in the game. During the game, you will come across these karma choices in the form of action dialogues. After choosing which path to take, you will be notified that your karma changed on the top right corner of your screen. In this guide, we will show you how to digivolve Agumon to your preferred champion evolution, may it be Tyrannomon, Tuskmon, or the Digimon fans' favorite, Greymon. By following our guide, we will show you the different choice paths that you can take that will lead you to the desired champion evolution you want. But before we go over these steps, here are some of Agumon's champion evolution facts that you need to know and some time-saving tips that you want to do if you decide to repeat from the start to get your desired evolution. Agumon evolution facts. First, Agumon's level won't matter. Even if you are just level 5 by following the main story progression, you can still evolve to either of the three champion evolutions. Second, character affinities are not an issue. If you prefer one character's affinity over the other, it won't make an impact on Agumon's evolution to any of the aforesaid champion evolutions. Now for Karma, remember that we have three types of Karma, namely Morale, Wrathfulness, and Harmony, which are always equivalent to three actions or choices in the dialogue. Take note of this, as these are important to remember. Morale points is for Greymon, Wrathfulness is for Tuskmon, and Harmony is for Tyrannomon. Simply, as a rule of thumb, Morale equals Greymon, Wrathfulness equals Tuskmon, and Harmony equals Tyrannomon. Be sure to keep that in mind. Next thing to remember is in the dialogue karma questions. The left option is equal to the morale, symbolized by the color red. The top option is equal to wrathfulness, symbolized by the color yellow. The right option is equal to harmony, symbolized by the color green. You can save that up or write it down on a piece of paper so you won't get confused. Just make sure to remember these rules as we go through the guide. For time-saving tips, you can keep pressing the right D-pad button on your controller if you're playing on the console to fast-forward the scenes. You can skip animation cutscenes by pressing the respective option menu in either the console or the PC. You can fast-forward battles by holding command actions during moving and skill animations. Now let's proceed with the guide. What we will show you is a series of 18 questions which will be prompted to you if you follow the main storyline only. This doesn't include the side questions you will take for affinity bonuses during explorations. But since we are following the main storyline, we also included some affinity questions that you may encounter. So for the first question, this is asked at the start of the game when the gang had their trip to the shrine. You will be presented with three choices. If you pick the left one, you will have your morale up. If you pick the top one, your wrathfulness. And if you pick the right one, your harmony up. This translates simply that if you pick left, you want Greymon. If you pick top, you want Tuskmon, and if you pick right, you want Tyrannomon. Here we see that even in the prologue of the game, your choices and actions already impact how the game will proceed and how your Digimon will evolve. The second question is asked when the gang is stranded on their way to the shrine because of the earthquakes that previously happened. This is not a karma question, rather this is an affinity question. If you pick the top one, you will increase your affinity with Aoi, and if you pick the right one, you will increase your affinity with Minoru. If you choose left, it's for the game's progression. The third question is when the team is in the tunnel. Choose left if you want Greymon, top for Tuskmon, and right for Tyrannomon. For the fourth question, this is after the team got lost in the fog and arrived in the shrine. Pick the top option for Tuskmon, left if you want Greymon, and right for Tyrannomon. The fifth question is in the ruins when the squad was looking for Miyu. This is another karma question. So pick left for morale, top for wrathfulness, and right for harmony. The sixth question is when the squad is inside the shrine and is about to meet the professor. Again, you know the drill. Left for Greymon, top for Tuskmon, and right is for Tyrannomon. For the seventh question, this is for the story's progression and it will not affect your desired Digivolution. You leave it in your hands to decide which option is the best for you. So choose wisely. Now after entering part 1 of the game, the 8th question is for the story's progression. Choose the decision that you feel is best. Just remember that whatever your choice is, it will have a direct impact later on how the story progresses. The 9th question is just a follow-up from the previous one. If you want to remember what Minoru said, you will be picking up Greymon. If you want to choose the option to go on right pin-up with it, that's for Tuskmon. And if you want to keep calm and chill, you'll choose Tyrannomon. The 10th and 11th question is during the battle with Gutsumon. For these two series of questions, keep picking the left option for Greymon, top for Tuskmon, and right for Tyrannomon. For the 12th question, this is when you find Minoru and she is in danger. If you choose the left option to watch and wait, that is for Greymon. The runaway option is for Tuskmon, and the save Minoru option is for Tyrannomon. The 13th question is after Takumo and Minoru were found by Aoi. This here is an affinity point question. So if you pick left, you'll earn a Minoru affinity point, and right for an Aoi affinity point. The 14th question is after you find a school and Agumon asks you what a school is. Again, left is for morale, which is for Greymon, top for wrathfulness, which is for Tuskmon, and right for harmony, which is for Tyrannomon. The 15th question is when the team is inside the school and Aoi was kidnapped by an unknown monster. This is both a story progression question and an affinity point question. Pick the left option if you want to increase reuse affinity point, and the right option is for the story's narrative that will have an impact on the story's progression later on. The 16th question is when Labramon was really worried for Aoi. This is for the story's narrative. We don't want to give any spoilers away, but take note that for these kind of story questions, your choices sometimes will impact the difficulty of certain fights, such as the boss fight later on in the game. So we leave this up to you. You can explore which story you want to have. The 17th question is for karma points. This is after Labramon tried her best to look for Aoi, but still her efforts were for nothing. If you want her to be cheerful, choose the left option, you will have Greymon. If you want to prioritize your next steps, you will have Tuskmon. And if you want to comfort her, you will get Tyrannomon. For the final and last main story karma question, or the 18th question, is when you get to meet a boy and a girl inside the school and they give you a clue about the secret passage to the gym where Aoi is held hostage. And I am sure, by now, you already know what to do like the back of your hand. Left is for Greymon, top is for Tuskmon, and the right option is for Tyrannomon. Then after you find the lair, you will be fighting the Agumon in 2 phases. After you win the first phase, Agumon will now evolve to your desired choice. So there you have it. Now go and use this quick game digest guide to get your hands on your desired champion evolution for Agumon. Hope you find our tips really useful. Comment down below and let us know what you think about our guide. If you want more Digimon Survive content, be sure to like and subscribe to the Game Digest. Thank you for your support and stay tuned for our next guides and reviews. Cheers!